All right, everybody. I am really excited to have two of my favorite beings in the world with me today. Tavia Sharp and Elvira Hopper. I've been working with both of them for many years now. Tavia, I think we've known each other for since pandemic times, and
Yes.
Elvira, we met about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And the two of you met about 1 year ago, and I think that's really the focus of our conversation today, which I'm really excited to share with everybody. So, welcome. First and foremost, why don't you tell us where you both met, and we'll start there.
Do you want to go first, Tavia, or would you like me to go?
I'll go. So I've been part of Jonathan's world for quite some time. We met in another community, and then I joined the Dragonfly Club, and we did metamorphosis together, and then I joined your continuum program, and that's where I met Elvira. And we didn't know each other before we both joined Jonathan's worlds. And, because I was able to have a safe space in Jonathan's world and really share what I was up to. This was like about a year or so ago, just kind of dealing with the challenges that I was dealing with. And I was able to share that in your container. And because of that vulnerable share, that's when Elvira reached out and we really connected on a deeper level. So, yeah, so now we are bonded for life.
And it's really worth pausing for a moment there. What Elvira did is something that Elvira, I see you do often, which is reaching out to people inside the communities that you're a part of and
Hmm.
making yourself available for either a connection chat or I saw something or I see something or et cetera, and making yourself available. And so you're a master networker. You really bring people together and you see connections that maybe others don't. And so that's something that happened with the both of you. Elvira, you reached out to Tavia, and immediately there was this connection that was formed that's led us to this conversation today, but there's a bunch of cool stuff that happened before this conversation, which we're going to really highlight. So I know that both of you do, because I worked with both of you, and I do work with both of you. I know you both do incredible work individually, but this is something that you've come together and you're doing a collab. So let's really figure out what it is that this collab is, and then what do you each bring to the table? Maybe that's where we should first start. So
Hmm.
maybe over to you, Elvira, because we just heard from Tavia. What is it that you do? How do you serve the community? And then we'll over to Tavia so we can get a sense of how you complement each other.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for asking. I believe that Tavia and I, and we've come together. She has a beautiful brand called Tavia Styled Sharp, and I have a brand, Elvira Hopper, Love Your Vibe. But together, we're thriving your mission. We are a collective brand, and this collective brand just really, really inspires me personally because I need this inner work every day, and I need her expertise as a badass branding, activation. I forget what's the new title, brand
Image
activation.
activator. Image
Image
activator.
activator, yeah. So, like, I need this every day, right? And Tavia is a huge believer in personal development, doing the inner work. So it's like we each need this work that we do ourselves, right? Which is really cool. And so we've created this incredible community. It's a paid community, just like yours is, Jonathan. And it's basically what we needed when we were new, and we've created it for others, right? So we just got really present to that recently, and it was a really neat realization. So it's basically, Tavia, let's start with me. I help with the inner work. I help you with how you're showing up energetically, vibrationally. Are you in what I call crap magnet state, or are you in a miracle magnet state, right? So it's all about doing your inner work, clearing the old stories, the old patterns, the old conditioning, the things that keep you at a certain level in the box, right? So this is about doing the inner work so that you're able to shine as bright as you're meant to in order to accomplish your mission, right? We talk about mission accomplished. That's an offshoot of our brand. We have a program for men called Mission Accomplished, and the women's version is called Radiance Unleashed, but it's about being fully you, right? So when you give yourself permission to be fully you, then Tavia can take over and say, "Okay, now that you've got this like amazing brand, like can you step up and show up visibly every day, maybe not every single day, but to show up with content that speaks to your people so that you can bring your people to you, right? It's about attraction marketing, not you have to do both, right? Like there's fishing and hunting, right? You've got to attract, you also got to go out and look. But when you have an amazing brand, you attract the people that you're meant to serve. Like Tavia attracted a woman that found her on ChatGPT, because this is what she was looking for. Sorry if I took away your thunder there, but this
Okay.
is the kind of power a great brand has. So with me in the inner work and Tavia, uh, inner work leads to outer success, right? She's the strategy person too, and I do strategy because I did big pharma for 20 years as well. So, and she's done inner work. So we kind of cross over into each other's worlds, but we also stand in our power as we're authorities in these spaces. I'm an authority on the inner work, she's an authority on the outer success. So bringing us together is like, whoa, it just feels so good.
Awesome. Tavia,
Yeah.
over to you to share with us a little bit about your unique process and how that's going to be complementing Thrive in Your Mission.
So I think Elvira explained it perfectly why we complement each other. And the thing is that I have a gift for seeing someone's potential and what they could actually become visually before they do. So they're at a place now, right? But they have big goals, big dreams. They have a big vision for their brand, their mission, which is why we say thrive in your mission, because we work with mission led entrepreneurs who are highly sensitive, who are empathic, who have some blocks, around being more out there, putting themselves out there more. And they need a little hand holding, right? A supportive, safe space. And Elvira and I are both empaths. And so we know what it's like to struggle with this, and so I have this gift for seeing where they need to just step into this bigger vision. And when we put ourselves out there and we brand it, like every company we know, every product we buy, every big brand that is recognizable has something visual that actually we remember in our brains, that it just becomes like who we are, right? And we're all walking billboards of our brand, especially on this little square online, right? We have to have a brand. It's just how we do business now, and we cannot avoid it. So I help people really stand out online, especially online, but also in person as well. So if they're speaking on stages, they're getting media attention, they have a book launch, they need to have a speaker brand. Like it all needs to be visually branded, from the style to their social media to their branded visual like pieces that they use to sell their services. So that's where Elvira and I really complement each other, because we have a lot of crossover as well. We're both experts, so you get basically two experts instead of one, which is hello.
So cool. What
So
I
well
think
said.
probably a lot of people don't realize too is that you're constantly emitting your brand, right? Like everyone's got one. It's whether you're doing it consciously and intentionally or not. And so here
Mm-hmm.
we've got these two incredible women on the screen. You can have a real sense of their branding right out of the gates, right? So there's color combinations and there's emphasis put on we're going to show up and look like there's a thing here beyond just two faces. And so as people are thinking about their brand, that comes with all kinds of things like messaging, colors, and feel and so on. And both of you are really incredible with that. Let's dive a little deeper into the Thrive in Your Mission brand. What does it stand for? What can people expect?
That's a great question. Can I take that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So thriving your mission is about you being your highest self. Like not with, the mask of ego on, posing, pretending. It's about you just being who you truly are. And when you do that, authenticity is a very high vibration, and it attracts the right people to you, the people that you're meant to serve. I believe, and I know Tavia does as well, that we're all, and I'm sure you do as well, Jonathan, we're all brought here not by accident. We all have a purpose that I believe is bigger than us. Our mission is bigger than us. And we need to do the inner work so that we can emit that magnetic force that attracts the right people to us. Not everyone's our ideal client. Like Tavia and I have gotten really, really clear that our ideal client is an empath, is a sensitive person, possibly neurodiverse, right? Like these are the things that have held them back. And yet to be in the right container where you don't feel alone, like, oh my God, there's all these people that are so like me. This feels like home, that is what we want. Like, and so the Thriving Your Mission brand is about you being fully you. And I have a little tagline that I think is kind of related to our brand as well. But I say, I help you become fully you so you can rock your act too. Right. So this is about people that tend to be, more in middle age and beyond, and they know they only have so much time left to make a difference with their mission, with, leave the biggest legacy behind, right? So that's what our brand is about. It's about empowering you to leave your biggest legacy, to not die with your real music still in you. That's one of my lines, and to leave a legacy that is going to carry on. You will be remembered because you've done your thing. Sadly, most people are going to die with their real music still in them, like my father did. Right? He showed me what not to do, and I am doing the absolute opposite. When I die, I'm going to leave a legacy behind. And I want my legacy to be also connected to Tavia's legacy in this part of our business, Thriving Your Mission. So,
Oh, I love it. I can imagine there's people listening in who have a mission, who are interested in branding and putting some emphasis behind what they're up to. They may even be thinking to themselves, I'm an empath. I'm someone who's intuitive and picks up on things. Is this the right place for me? Who can I expect to meet when I enter Thrive in Your Mission? When I end up inside the community, who are the people that I'm rubbing shoulders with?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. Well, I think Elvira and I really attract people just like us who are very high vibrational, who are loving and kind, who have these big missions. I remember our first call, Elvira. I'm sure you will remember as well. But our first virtual meetup call, I actually was brought to tears
yeah.
because I was so moved by the missions that the people shared. It was mostly women, and we do serve men and women, but it was mostly women in that first call. I think it was all women. And each of them shared this amazing vision and mission. And I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is going to change the world. If everybody here, just these people on this call, were to accomplish their mission, oh my gosh, we like what a gift the world would receive. That's what I thought of, and that made me cry because it was very moving to me. So that's the type of people that we attract, and I'm really excited about that because we all see what's going on in the world. It's not easy. Every day there's something that we wake up to that feels a little disheartening or sad or scary. And I want to live in a beautiful, peaceful, loving world. I think we all agree with that. And I believe that if we really help people, achieve their missions, that we can achieve that. Heaven on earth is what Elvira says. And I really think that's the people we attract, and that's the people in our community.
Oh,
Beautiful.
so good.
I
Can
think
I jump in? Can I jump in with one
you
thing?
of
Because
course
I,
can
I
jump
just got the
in.
I
Well
just got
on.
this. I got this testimonial literally yesterday. So one of our members is amazing, and she said, "Wow, what a great session! Such intelligent, powerful women." Because our guy didn't show up at the last session. This is a wonderful group, Elvira. I feel blessed to be a part of it. Thank you. So that's
Wow.
just some very top line. We just started, and this woman is already rocking and rolling in her business. She's a boutique owner, and she said, Elvira, I can't believe I've attracted this person to help me with the back end, and I've
Mm.
attracted this person with my social media, and I'm doing this, and I feel so good. And I'm like, yes, you are doing doing it. This is what it's about, getting the right support so you can just be so supported. That's why people join containers such as yours, Jonathan, such as ours. So the power of a paid community is like none other, I believe.
Yeah, I
We
want to
believe.
take that a step beyond because there's something here too. Tavia, you talked about like the chaos in the world right now and all the things going on. And we know as entrepreneurs how incredible it is to have community, right? To have other people that are going through some of the same or similar trials and tribulations that you are as a business owner. And so to be inside of a community where you've got other people whose missions are as big or as profound or as impactful as yours, and you're side by side with them, ooh, what a level of support. Not to mention, I'm going to take this into the woo for a moment because that's who we be too, right? So as high vibrational beings who are looking forward to raising the consciousness of the planet, to be shoulder to shoulder with other people who think similarly, who feel similarly, who see themselves as powers of light and force of good in the world. Ooh, how powerful is that? So
Hmm.
thank you for your service. Thank you for creating spaces where people can come together and feel like they're being seen, felt, heard, understood, but also where they can latch on and grab on to other entrepreneurs who are doing similarly incredible things. Let's put a powerful invitation in front of the people that are listening to this right now. For anyone that has just heard from Tavia and Elvira and they have a sense like, I'm really interested to see what's going on inside the Thrive in Your Mission community, what is it that you'd like to invite them to and how can they find you?
Elvira,
Take it
do you
away,
want to?
Tavia.
No,
Oh,
Elvira,
do
you
I?
said it perfectly earlier.
Okay, so we do have this beautiful Facebook group called Thriving Your Mission. It's free. You can join us. We do a monthly meetup the last Tuesday of each month from 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So people can just join and meet other incredible people doing beautiful things. And this is where we connected with our foundation, our founders membership. We met there. Basically, after one of the calls, I just put it out there. Tavia, added her piece, and that was it. We filled it within two days. So really powerful. And so this community are just amazing people. Like Tavia said, like she cried because she saw what incredible things are being done on the planet and how they can help the world, right? So if you join our community, I think you might be inspired for free. But then if you want to go deeper and you want to have a chat, I'm your person. I did it. Big pharma sales for 20 years. I'm a multi-award winning drug rep, so I tend to have the conversations that can bring us, bring you to us if it's the right fit. Right. This is not for everybody, but if it's for you, it's going to totally transform your life and your mission. So I do have a link tree that has it's elvirahopper.com/link tree. Hopefully you can put the link, and 15 to 30-minute conversation free of charge where you get to learn and discern if this is right for you.
Great. Okay, so what I heard there was you at least get a free community and a monthly call. So if you just want to
Hmm.
Yeah.
dip your toes and get a sense of if Thrive in Your Mission is the right place for you at zero cost, join the
Yeah.
free Facebook group. Second is you might have some questions about what can I expect or who can I expect to meet when I join, and that would be a great opportunity for you to meet with Elvira, and you can go deeper and she'll tell you straight up whether it's a great fit or maybe not a great fit for you at this time. So want to thank you both again for the incredible work you're doing. I love you both to bits. You make me laugh, giggle, smile. You've made me cry. Let me take this a little further. You both have an incredible way of seeing people, right? We've spoke about it. We've talked about it here on today's call. You both talked about it about yourselves for a moment. I want to echo that because even as recent as our last Dragonfly Club call, you were seeing me, and I think you're both really powerful humans doing wonderful things. I know your hearts are pure gold, pure pink, and I want to wish you all the best. And I hope that Thrive in Your Mission continues to thrive and grow and attract the most incredible people doing the most impactful things in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you,
you. Thank you
Jonathan.
so much.
And to
We love
everybody
you.
who's made it all the way to the end of this conversation, thank you for listening in. Thank you for absorbing everything that we had to share with you. And go and check out Thrive in Your Mission. Mwah. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.